So today, the tactical flashlight that I recommend that is cheap, easy, and probably the best bang for your buck would be Nebo Redline. This flashlight right here. So I discovered it 2 years ago on I think it might have been Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was Amazon because back when I was into the airsoft game, I was looking for a flashlight that had a really good breach, really good spill, and it could have a strobe function. So that's what you really want if you're having like home defense, tactical combat light. You're going to want something that's powerful, has a good spill, good reach, and a good strobe function. And for those of you who don't know, spill is the amount of area it covers. Reach is obviously how far it goes. And strobe is a flickering function. Really good for home defense because it blinds the crap out of people. And this one does a really good job at doing this. And I remember when I picked them up, I think they were pretty new. This one that I have right here, got it 2 years ago. So trust this product, it stood the test of time. It says patent still pending on it. So I'd recommend this light. So one of the really cool functions, I think it retails for probably about $25 now. I got it for $15.99 shipped, but here are the functions of this light. So you can see my hand, it's a pretty tiny light. However, my hand's semi-huge, can palm a basketball pretty easy. So the hand looks like that. Now, one cool feature that makes it a really good everyday carry light, or just, car light, or, tactical pack light, camping light, is it is incredibly light, but there are really nasty features on this. Right here, there is a crown. Now, there is another crown on the tail. Now think about it. If you fist this up, and you come over the top, or you just come from the bottom, or you can go like this and hammer down, it's going to be pretty nasty. Nobody's going to want that. So, let's see the light. Now that is the spill right here. Now, you can adjust it, which is really cool, which is a really cool feature. What's really cool about this little red ring is I didn't read it until I read the manual. It actually acts as a road flare. So if your car breaks down, and I think you can buy these in actually packs of 3 for $50 or $40 depending on the deal. Just put it down, and from far away it actually looks pretty convincing. Now, in order to actuate, you just click. You do a hard click for on, off. Now to do the other functions, you click halfway. So it's kind of like focus on a camera. So you got SOS, which is really cool. Not a lot of flashlights have that. Now you have strobe. I really like this strobe. It's really powerful. Obnoxious as hell. And then you have 3 power settings for the light. And I'm going to show that in the dark in a second here. You got medium there, and then low, and then it goes back to SOS, strobe, and then full power, which a lot of people may complain about because you got to click halfway 4 times in order to get to the next setting. But, $20 for something that has 220 lumens. Now, 220 lumens is pretty powerful, okay? And then on strobe, I believe it is 180, and if you ever forget, there's a cool key right here. So yeah, at 100%, it's 220 lumens with a declared 150 yards for 4 hours, 50%, so medium. 110 lumens, 65 yards, 8 hours. And then 10%, 22 lumens, 30 yards, 15 hours. And then SOS and strobe is 72 hours. Now that's pretty impressive for a AAA battery powered flashlight. Now, one thing that's also going to be really cool, other than the crowns and the road flare band, watch this. It's magnetic. See? Now, let's get to the darkness. Alright guys, so this is the darkness test part. So, just going to give you a quick pan of the room. with just a couple of lights on. So I'm going to turn these lights off now. Alright, usually there's a glow. The button is glowing on the back, but it's been in the dark all day. So this is at full spread right now. So as you can see, the wall's about maybe 5 feet away from me. And that's what you can see. So it's got a pretty good spill, like I said earlier. And I'm not going to tell you the exact length of my room, but it's comparable to a usual one. Now this is medium power. A lot of people wonder why, you know, there's large power, medium power, and small power. And there's actually good reason behind it. It's actually, when you're going through a house and you've got, let's say like this is your shotgun right here, you know, walking around. If you're actually got white lights, because I've actually got gray lights, look how nauseating it is if you just put full power. See, that's just like literally 3 feet away from the wall. It's just light bouncing right back into you. So a tactical home defense situation, I don't think I would say go full power. I would actually honestly go medium, low, strobe, I mean, I guess if you want, but I mean SOS, I mean if you want, and this strobe is absolutely obnoxious. But I wouldn't do it at full spread. I would do it at something maybe about, on my wall, this is about maybe 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot spread. So let's go through the rest of the house. It's back at full power. I see it's got a good cover. Now, it's medium, low. Why would you want low? What if you go in the bathroom and then bam, you hit a mirror and then you just hit yourself in the face with light, then you're disoriented. Switch the powers. Roommate watching TV. Now, this is on full power again. Go into the backyard. Pong table me and my bros made the other day. So this is the backyard. Now one thing that's really cool for just DIY projects and stuff, look at this. I'm gonna switch the wideness right here. You've got a makeshift lantern and a project light, just like that. Stuck right to a metal surface. Now, as you can see, this is at the widest of all spills. Now once you make it to a very, very, very prime, you can see everything at a really full power, and this is at the 220 lumen setting. So you can see, you know, anything right there. Now, let's show you the reach. Hopefully the people up in the top right aren't fast enough to see where I'm going with this, but I would say what I'm about to point at is about 200 yards away from me. See how you can see it? You can see that apartment building all the way from over there. Tactical home defense situation, right there. I know the camera quality isn't quite there all the way, but this is about maybe double standard engagement distance with the 12 gauge. So you can see anything you could ever want with this flashlight.